everyone, welcome back to my channel, Sophia Sew and Pray. Thank you so much for subscribing, and if it's your first time, thank you for stopping by and welcome. Today I'm responding to a tag about this or that sewing edition. I've been tagged by two amazing seamstresses, and that's Karen by KGFL Creations and Diane by Silver Threads. So there are 4 topics. I wrote them down, so I apologize if you see me reading. So the first topic will be sewing preps. And the number 1 will be shopping news or versus shopping stash. I am a shopping new. I like to shop new because usually all of my fabrics that I would get is by shopping in thrift stores, by the bulks, and I don't know them. I just buy them because I do a lot of crafts. And number 2 would be PDF versus paper pattern. I've done the PDF and I think it is so hard. I've done dress with it, but it's difficult because it's so many pieces you have to put together. So if I had to, I'm going to stick with the paper patterns. But I've done both of them, but I like paper patterns, so I'm a paper pattern. Number 3 will be cutting versus tracing. I would do both. It depending. I cut the ones that I know I'm only going to use one time, and the other ones that I know that I want another one of it, then I will trace. And I learned that I could do that. I don't remember who it was, but I know it was someone. It might have been Zelda by Zelda Sews. And number 4 is Muslim versus go for it. I go for it. Like I said before, I purchase fabric by the bulk at thrift store, so I don't lose anything if I make a mistake. But now that I've learned to sew in patterns and it's kind of better now, what I will be doing is if I have to, I'll test first with Muslim. Matter of fact, I went today to get me some Muslim. And then topic number 2 would be fabrics. Interesting for me. Okay, and the number 1 will be buy in store versus shopping online. I have bought in store and it's not what, it doesn't look the way it looked online. So what I rather do, unless I know that the fabric that I'm using and I know that that's the one that I want, instead of just buying it because it looks pretty, first vision contact, then I would buy it online. But I rather go in store because then when I go to the store for that, then I find something that I need in a clearance or something like that, like my sewing rack. That happens to me. And number 2 of topic 2, fabrics, it would be knit versus woven. I'm still learning fabrics. I don't know fabrics. I just sew it. And so what I did this Sunday, I went to Joann and I bought me a quarter of a bunch of fabrics, different fabrics that I know that I would want to use, and I took the picture of them, and now I'm going to make an album with their names on it so that I can know. So if I answer this question, I would not be sincere. So I'm still learning fabrics. The number 3 of topic 2 will be tumble dry versus hang to dry, I would tumble dry. I've done hang to dry, but I would tumble dry. And rotary cutter versus scissors. Rotaries are very intimidating. I do have them. I do use them, but I only use it when I'm cutting straight and nothing else. And it has to be because I'm doing a project like that has to do with quilting. Other than that, no. Mm-mm. Give me a scissors all day long. Um, and that was number 4. So now topic number 3 is clothing constructions. And the number 1 will be follow the patterns versus wing it. Confession is good for the soul, ain't it? I would follow the patterns all the way until I don't like how it looks, and then I will wing it. That's my confession, and that's true. So yeah, both. uh, okay. Topic number 3, still in clothing construction, will be number 2, bias tape finish versus facing finish. I do both depending on what is it that I'm sewing, and if the pattern asks for it, then I will use it. So I would say I use both. I have tried making my own, and I think I rather that way, but lately I've been just being lazy and doing both. Number 3 is serged seams versus French seams. When I saw this topic, believe it or not, I went to Google it. Not to Google, but I YouTubed it to see what is it and how you do it. I love how it looks, the French seams, but I'm serged all the way. And I am going to practice to do the French seam because I like how it looks. You know, I just love it. But I haven't done it. So it'll be serge seams. And number 4 would be butterfly versus a zip fly. I would do both. If needed, I would do whichever the pattern calls for, or whichever one I think looks good at the time. Number 5 would be button by hand or machine sewn. The day that I discovered that you could do it on a Brothers sewing machine, I know that you could do it at any machines, but I learned on the Brothers sewing machine, which made it so easy. I was like in awe, and so I stick to the sewing machine. If the sewing machine can do it, why not? So that's where I'm at. Number 6, fusible interfacing versus sewing interfacing. Fusible is easier. I think both is good, but I would do this fusible because it's easier and faster. 7 will be snip as you go versus all at once. Snip as I go. I rather just get it over with. And plus, when I'm sewing, I kind of really want to see how neatness and the beauty of my work is doing. So I would rather snip as I go. Number 8 is press as you go versus all at once. I used to just go ahead and all at once until I started now using patterns and going to sew-alongs. I think I like that better. So for me now, it will be press as I go. And topic number 4 will be sewing habits. Number 1 would be late night seamstress versus daytime seamstress. I like daytime. As soon as I make a date. That's the day that I'm going to sew, and that's going to be my all day sewing. So I do my breakfast for everybody, and I come in my sewing room, and it's me, my dog, and my sewing machines. And anybody that comes along will not have my attention. Mm-mm, mm-mm. So it's my daytime. Um, Number two for topic four, sewing habits will be slow and steady versus frantic sewing. I used to be a frantic sewer, but it that was before I just look and cut and sew. But now I rather slow and steady because when I use the patterns and the sew alongs instructions and I look at my work, I am a proud mama and I feel like the best seamstress in the whole wide world, which I know every one of us are, but I feel like I'm that one. That didn't sound right, but I hope you all feel that way too, like you're the one. Okay. And number three is tidy as you go versus one big cleanup. I rather tidy as I go because after I finish sewing, I don't really want to go and clean up. I just want to stop. So that's tidy as I go is the best for me. Okay, that's it for this or that. And I want to thank again Karen by KGFL Creations and Diane by Silver Threads. They both um, requested or tagged me, and so I am honored. And here you go. I didn't tag anyone, but um, I was kind of like I wanted to get this out of the way. So later on, I will be putting it in the description box if I've seen that no one else has that I know of has been tagged, or if I could tag any just random anybody, that's fine. That just let me know. And I want to thank Miss Jen for setting up this. This is awesome, and I'm talking a lot, so I got to get out of here. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I will be putting the tagged ones in my description box if I do. Thank you so much again, and thank you for subscribing to my channel. I am so excited for that beautiful number that I seen. I just kind of wanted to finish up with that celebration. Remember, Jesus loves you and so do I. Have a great rest of your week.